All right, here's the big question. Is now a good time to be inventing? We get asked that all the time. We're going to cover it. Here we go. All right, my name is Andrew Krause. I'm one of the co-founders here at InventRight. We've had students in over 65 countries. We've been coaching and mentoring inventors to license their products to really big companies for the last 23 years. We know what we're talking about. Now, because we know what we're talking about, people ask us questions all the time. One of the questions we get is this a good time to be inventing? And the answer is hell yes. No matter when you say it. Every year it just gets better and better and better. Companies get more and more open to licensing. Most companies are open to licensing. Can you still find companies that aren't? Absolutely. Now, let's get into the weeds a little bit. One of the questions we get during the financial crisis of 2008, people are like, oh, is now a good time to be licensing? The economy is having some issues and stuff. We had just as many people licensing during the financial crisis of 2008 and thereabouts as before and as after. It didn't make a difference at all. We had just as many students licensing products during COVID, during the supply chain issues, and right now in 2023. So if somebody said, well, in 2023, should I be working on licensing products? The answer is hell yes. Now, worst case scenario, so let's say you license a product to a company right now. Let's say, what are we in March? It's March 10th of 2023. Let's say the economy starts to take a downturn. Let's say you license your product to a company. Let's say they sell 90% of what they would have been selling when the economy was doing a little bit better. So what? You got this huge company. They're selling 20,000 units a year, 50,000, 500,000, 2 million, however many is appropriate for your type of product. And so what if they're selling 90% of what they would have been selling in better economic times instead of 100%? So what? You license it to them. It's all their money. It's their workforce. It's their distribution. You've moved on to licensing another product. Now it's on them to work on the product. Why would that be a reason not to work on your products? Okay. Now let's go back a little bit. Let's do COVID. During COVID, we had more students licensing products than before COVID. Yes, we did. And so let's go into a little fact here. Okay. Consumers have an insatiable appetite for new products, especially in the United States. They always need new, different. Companies, so even if a company scaled back their R&D department, they're still going to need new products. So if you come to them, you're their free research and development department. They only have to pay you if they like their ideas. So even in hard economic times or difficult times like COVID, you can still license products. Maybe they're cut back their R&D department and they're dependent on you. They need those new products. Everybody wants new products. And so I don't care if the American public's buying 90% in a particular category of what they would have been buying in a better economic times. That's okay. They will still be demanding new products and people will still be buying new products. And they only have to pay you if they like your idea. So during COVID, so let's get a little bit more in the weeds too. It's not all rosy. During COVID, we had just as many students doing deals. We call our members students. But when they got interest from a company, and the company, whether it's their own factory or a factory they're using in Asia, especially if there was a factory in Asia, they need to get a quote. They need to go, can we make this and can we make it a reasonable price? They usually won't sign a licensing deal until they do that. So what was happening is it was taking longer for the company to get back to the inventor to say, oh yeah, we can, like it was taking sometimes like a month, sometimes like 2 months. This is their own captive factory or like a contracting company in China that they use frequently. And it was taking them longer to get back to the student. So it was taking deals longer to get done. But just as many deals were getting done. The deals were not falling out, but they were getting done, but they were taking longer. So that was a little frustrating to students, but so what? That's not a big deal. Also, during COVID, it was taking longer once they'd signed the deal for the product to hit the dock so it can get in the stores. Again, so what? You license this product, you've moved on to other products, That's the company's problem. It's going to be a little bit longer before you get royalties. That's not a big deal. That's not a reason not to license. Oh, there's COVID, there's supply chain issues. I don't know if I should be licensing my product, Andrew. Hell yes, you should. And then the same thing in 2008. So we've seen a pattern, 2008, COVID, and now in 2019. Is it a good time to be inventing? Hell yeah. Another reason why it is, and it gets better and better every year, is more and more companies are open to ideas. The vast majority of companies, if you get a hold of them the right way we teach, and the right approach, not a portal through their website, they will look at your product ideas. That doesn't mean that some companies won't. Of course, they're still out there. But we've been doing this 23 years, and it's just got better and better and better. So if you want to come up with an excuse not to work on your products, go ahead. But it's not the economy. It's not COVID. It's not supply chain issues. You can license your products. These are facts. So I want to remind everybody to take care, keep inventing. My name's Andrew Krause. You can reach out to me anytime. Just visit us at inventRight.com. See you guys. Bye.